Mrs. Allen or Miss Allen?
It's Mrs. still.
Mrs. Okay. You brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, my husband and I have been separated for 5 months.
Okay.
And now I have filed for divorce. He has started seeing someone else, and I would like back pay for our son. He is 12 years old.
Okay. Do you want back pay because he's seeing someone else?
Well, because he is supporting somebody else. He's no longer in our home. Okay. And I would like to have back pay and start paying child support for our son. That he is living with me.
She stood before the judge, still bearing the title Mrs. Eve, even after 5 painful months of separation. Her voice didn't tremble. It was calm, steady, and full of resolve. Her husband had moved on to another woman, leaving behind their 12-year-old son. But today, she wasn't just asking for child support. She was demanding back pay. Why? Because while he provided for someone new, their child was left behind. This wasn't just about money, it was about betrayal. And what comes next might just surprise you.
I'd like to have back pay and start paying child support for our son. That he is living with me.
Okay. I just want to make sure we're not... You want back pay for the child, right? Not necessarily because he's moved on.
Yes.
Okay. Since he left, has he given you any type of support?
Yes.
Okay. How much?
About
600.
600 each month?
Money orders every month, ma'am.
Okay. Money orders? Okay, good. And it looks like you turned those in to me. Okay. So you want child support and back pay?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay.
The judge pressed for clarity. Was this about revenge or responsibility? Mrs. Allen firmly stated it wasn't out of spite. She simply wanted fairness. Yes, her ex had sent $600 a month, but was that truly enough? And more importantly, was it even documented? The court now faced the task of separating emotional wreckage from financial reality. But just when things seemed to settle, what she asked next lit a new fire in the courtroom. Don't miss what happens next, because it gets deeply personal.
So you want child support and back pay?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. And what do you have to say about that?
I don't think I need to give back pay. It's like we just had mentioned. I've been giving her $600 every month in money orders. Plus, I take care of the insurance.
Okay. And how much is the insurance exactly?
Insurance is $109.
Okay. And I like that you came prepared with your notes and stuff. You don't see too many people come to court with their documents, so that's good. So about this significant other, do you believe that that's the reason you're being brought to court now?
Yes, completely.
He walked in with confidence, holding money order receipts and records of health insurance payments. In his eyes, $600 a month in coverage for his son were more than sufficient. But when the judge asked why he thought she had taken him to court, his answer was blunt: because I moved on with someone new. Was this truly about meeting a child's needs or mending a broken heart? The tension in the courtroom was only beginning to rise.
The reason you're being brought to court now?
Yes, completely.
Okay. Is there a story behind that? Like, did they have an argument, a disagreement?
Well, they don't like each other.
I mean, obviously.
Well, thing is that she's a yoga instructor.
Okay.
And she works, she does her yoga. And the woman I'm seeing now actually is a former student of hers.
Oh, so you know her.
Knew her.
You knew her?
Yes.
Were you guys friends?
She was an acquaintance that I'd help her, took her under my wing. She's younger, she's 20 years younger than me.
The twist no one saw coming? His new girlfriend was once her yoga student. A 20-year age gap and a shared past that cut deep. They were never close friends, but she had mentored the young woman, guided her, supported her. Now that same woman was with her husband. Betrayal suddenly had a familiar face. Just how deep did this fracture run? Keep watching. The emotional unraveling was only just beginning.
I'd help her, took her under my wing. She's younger, she's 20 years younger than me.
You're mad about that?
Not happy about it. I mean, wouldn't you be? I mean, what do you expect, you know?
Well, me personally, this has nothing to do with me.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, this caught me off guard. I do focus myself a lot at work. He gets upset, so I'm hardly focusing on him. So I guess that's why he's decided to find somebody else.
She's focused on her work and not on me and her son. And that's the reason why we're having issues now.
Okay. And that's the reason, obviously, why you guys are split and you're with someone else.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
There was an asterisk, and she admitted it. Her focus had been on her career, but she never imagined it would cost her marriage. He blamed her emotional distance for the separation, claiming he felt ignored. But was it fair to shift the blame? When a child was still caught in the middle, the real question loomed: should emotional neglect come with a financial price tag? Stay tuned, the court's response might just shock you.
Then the back pay would be, what you've already paid would be a credit towards that. So you wouldn't necessarily get the full amount of what the back pay should be. And you shouldn't expect it, because he has proof that he's giving you money and you actually agreed that he's been giving you money. So based on your $85,000 a year, I have your gross at $6,974. Net comes out to $5,493.29. And I gave you credit for your medical, the 109 that you carry for the child, and that's for the child only, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
The judge laid out the facts: net income, deductions, and child-specific medical expenses, all carefully documented. Despite the father's consistent payments, the numbers revealed a surprising gap. The amount owed was larger than anyone expected. But here's the twist. Even with his documented support, she still might not get everything she's asking for. As the final decision draws closer, so does the drama.
The 109 that you carry for the child, and that's for the child only, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I gave you credit for that. So that brings your child support obligation, well, not the full amount, but it's $1,098.60, okay? $1,098.60. And when you multiply that by 5 months, back pay comes out to $5,493, giving you credit for what you've paid. You said $600?
Yes.
Okay, so $600 times 5 for the past 5 months will be $3,000. That's what you get a credit for.
With every dollar dissected, the judge revealed a striking figure: $5,493 in back pay owed. But he had already paid $3,000, leaving a $2,493 gap. It wasn't a full win for her, but it wasn't a total loss for him either. Now the question loomed: how would he pay off the remainder, and what would it mean for their son? The stakes had just been raised, and the next twist in this unfolding drama was just around the corner.
Times 5 for the past 5 months will be $3,000. That's what you get a credit for. So when you apply the credit to the $5,493, it comes out to $2,493 that's remaining for back pay. So the way that we kind of make sure you pay that over time, you want to cover the interest on the amount each month.
Okay.
So you can do about $149 would be interest if you do like 6% interest every month, which is what the state is entitled to. So about $150 a month would cover the interest, and you would add that to the monthly child support obligation.
The court didn't stop at back pay. They added 6% interest on top. That meant an extra $150 per month, in addition to his regular child support. A new, heavier total loomed, and it was more than he had anticipated. His usual $600 payments wouldn't be enough anymore. Would this new financial burden push him over the edge, or finally bring long overdue balance? The next part of the ruling hits even harder.
The monthly child support obligation. So that will make your full monthly child support obligation of $1,248.
Okay. But
And once that $2,493 is paid in full, the amount will go back down to the $1,098.60.
but why do I need to pay back pay? I mean, I've been giving her money. I think the 600 was sufficient.
Well, technically, it is good that you did give her money, but your child support obligation based on what you make comes out to about $400 more than that.
The judgment hit like a gavel crack, $1,248 per month, covering both current support and interest on back pay. He pushed back, insisting that $600 had been enough. But the court had run the numbers, down to the last cent, and now he owed double. His face said it all: shock, disbelief, regret. But was the ruling fair or too harsh? Only one piece of this story remains.
Comes out to about $400 more than that. So you were short. Had you been giving her $1,000 a month, it would have probably covered it minus maybe $100 or something like that. But yeah, that's the reason why you have back pay owed. But you did get a credit for the $600 that you did give her for the past 5 months. Okay. Do you all have any other questions? Anything else we need to discuss here today? Okay. Well, if there's nothing further, you all are dismissed. You're welcome.
The court closed the case with clear finality. His payments had helped, but they weren't enough. He owed back pay and interest, though he received credit for what he had already given. The ruling was fair, if not flawless. As the couple left the courtroom, the silence between them spoke louder than any verdict. Was justice truly served? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. If this story moved you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more real courtroom drama that hits hard.